Welcome to Graham Smythe's Motorhome Convoy Tours, a great way to see the world. Here's former AFL great Spider Everett talking with tour operator Graham Smythe.
Well, we started in our office back in 2003. We had a staff meeting, and the husband of one of my staff members used to work for a motorhome company, and that's where the idea came from. So we put together ourselves an itinerary, bearing in mind we knew it had to be in our venture, and it had to be to allow the people to see the scenery and enjoy the culture better than the traditional methods of travel. And we also had to make sure it was a lot cheaper than the traditional methods of travel.
Now, I love talking about travel tips, and when we're travelling around, just giving people advice. Is it any different over in Alaska or the States when you're driving the motorhome? Obviously, it's on the opposite side of the road. What about the licences, maintenance, insurance?
The licence, just Australian motorcar driver's licence is all you required, so there's no special licence. The insurance, on the Alaskan tour we cover full comprehensive insurance. With motorhome insurance it's a bit different to motor car insurance. The companies will insist it has to be an accident. If you do something like backing into a fire hydrant, they may not pay. So
Hitting a bear?
Providing you're just careful and get the other person out of the vehicle when you back the vehicle, there's no issues there, none at all.
Well, the advantage of this as well is that you don't have to unpack every night. You don't have to unpack if you were doing it by car or train or whichever other way. You've got to unpack every night. This is where you get there, everything is, and it's virtually like you're home for a few weeks.
It is. You just unpack. It might take a little while the first time. The real beauty of motorhome touring is that you pull into an RV park and within just 2 or 3 minutes you're set up. It's just a matter of hooking the hose up, the electricity, the toilet up.
And the advantage, of course, in the motorhome, you're on your own time. If you want to stop off and get something to eat, if you want to drink, if you want to have a look at something, if you want to do an extra trip somewhere else, you've got the basic skeleton of the itinerary. As long as you get to the bookends every day, what you do in between is the advantage of yourself.
We'll give them some suggestions of what they should do, and a good pointer is each town will have an information centre. So a good idea is to call into those, and you'll get the history and the lowdown of all the towns. If it's a 3-hour drive, which most days are, we suggest you take 6 or 7 hours to do it.
Yep. And
then you arrive next to the RV park. I'll come and see you, make sure you're okay. At that stage of the night they become fairly social, and you'll see campfires and happy hours start up around the group. And at the end of the tour, there's a lot of friends made. I know we still have a reunion on the very first tour we ever did, and that happens with all tours.
The great Australian doorstep.